Welcome viewers. Today we are going to discuss something about happiness, and if you really look at how the management gurus and the philosophers, particularly with respect to the professional community as well as with respect to student community, if you really look at what they have been pushing for is you do this work and you get rewarded and you be happy. So you may get a promotion, you may get an increment, so which means that you have to keep on doing something till you achieve that gives you the increment or the promotion. Then upon getting it, you start feeling happy. That is how the story has been all along, particularly in the last 5 years. If you really look at, that's the direction in which people have been boxed so that they don't think outside of that, and they are directed by various management gurus and consultants in such a way that you are directed or you are expected to follow what they have been saying, and in the end you won't be happy about it. That's the point. Or only a fraction of people will be happy about it, and that too the happiness is very short-lived. The reason is very simple, because you have been asked to do a task which is like day in day out 24/7, for example, whereas the reward or the one that is going to give you that happiness will happen once in a year or once in 3 years, something like that. So that is not, I would really look at the right approach. If you have to receive something to be happy about it, then you are actually not happy even before receiving and after receiving it also. That's how you should take it in your mind. If someone is going to give you something that is going to make you happy about it, then there is a fundamental problem. Okay, as a child, people give quite a lot of chocolate, for example, or ice cream, and they are happy about it. It is not chocolate or ice cream that is going to give the happiness. The kind of chocolate or ice cream is going to give, most likely for the child, a kind of mental, mostly mental in this case, a mental satisfaction or mental comfort that translates to happiness, but it is actually not happy, or the happiness we are talking about. The same way, if you are working in an organization and if somebody tells you that okay, for this year you continue to do this, and then at the end of it we will recognize you. That recognition is most likely again a mental task, and that mental comfort, once you get it, then that gets rewarded in the form of either financial or materialistic reward, that in turn might give you the sense, or rather the false sense of happiness. If you have to do that daily, can you do that 24/7, day in day out, till you get retired, or even after retirement? Do you think you can do that daily to be feeling like you are happy about it by getting these kind of rewards or chocolates? That is not possible at all. But that's how you have been asked to, you have been forced to, you have been, even without knowing yourself, that is how you have been you are mentally tuned to, rather, with the kind of the videos and the management programs you are asked to go through. So that is not the happiness. Never ever pursue happiness. The happiness has to be inbuilt. Where did you lose your happiness as a growing child? You have been you've been a child, you have been happy all along, rather, without even doing nothing, or you may be doing a lot of things at home or outside. You will jump the wall, you'll go and take a deep dive in a river, or you play with friends. You may have a lot of fun, or sometimes you may have here and there some bruises, but still you are happy. So the happiness is nothing connected with the mental state nor with the physical state. It is internal. It is internal to you. So from that moment, where did you lose your happiness? Because you have been asked to take this grade exam, and if you are passing that with a distinction or you come first, then you will be given a reward. That reward gives you a kind of comfort, and people associate the happiness to that comfort. So the moment somebody tells you that happiness and this comfort or bliss at the highest level, if these two, they try to marry these two, then mentally, psychologically, you as a child or as a growing child or as an adult, you start feeling that you are not happy anymore, and you start going after this kind of comfort. Do you think that buying a scooter will give you a comfort? Sorry, by giving you happiness, it will give you a comfort from moving from place A to place B at a relatively faster time, maybe at your will, carrying few more things, which otherwise it may be difficult for you. That is the small kind of comfort, but that can never ever give you a happiness. The same way, if you buy a car, somebody tells you that, okay, I bought this car, that car, and it's this many dollars or this many rupees, and that's a social status, so I'm getting happy. No, that is only again a kind of comfort. You are mentally asked to be comfort about it, and somewhere you lost the track, saying that that comfort gives you the happiness. So everybody now he goes after the car to feel happy about it. That's how. The same way in your profession, how long do you think whether you can do the same job repeatedly for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and you still feel happy about it in that context? That is not at all possible. So what is the best way? The point I am trying to drive at you is that you are already happy without all that. Even with those, and even without those, you are already happy about all these things. Just reinvent your happiness in you. If you are going to go after these kind of rewards, which are, then somebody will work out a scheme in such a way that that becomes a habit for you. Then that habit routine will kick in, and then you will go after the habit routine. Then you will get the comfort. Then you may think that you are happy about it. So get out of that. Maybe as a discipline, yeah, I agree, you need to have a habit routine, but not towards getting a feel of happiness through these kind of routines or kind of comforts. So the very simple message here is that never ever pursue happiness. You start feeling happiness inside you. The moment you start feeling that way, what will happen is that you start work, or you get into any relationship. Like you may be a father at home, or maybe a grandfather at home, or maybe a child, or it may be a husband, or it may be a wife. Whatever is the relationship, because you are intrinsically happy about it, you don't need to be rewarded by any of these relationships. You don't need to be rewarded by any of these activities you do at office. You don't need to be rewarded by having scored top in your class. Because you are happy, you continue to be happy, remain happy, and that happiness will make your mind more attentive to learning new things. Thereby, you will gain rather a lot of knowledge about it, and that cycle will kick in. And you don't need to worry about the success or the failure of that routine to feel happy or not. You need to be happy. Within quote, you are 24/7, like how you breathe, how you live, you are happy about it. Never ever pursue anything outside of you. You look inward. Okay, though this is a philosophical statement here. You look inward and be happy about it. Then do whatever job you want to do. Whether it is work, you take the work. I'm happy, I'm doing this work, and it may give you certain results, or it may not give you certain results. That's fine. If it is not giving, then I'll seek the necessary input from my peer or supervisor, and then accordingly adjust and go along. Full stop. What is the question of happiness in those whole show? Nothing. The same way when I study just like that, and whether that math problem is solved, or whether the language, whatever the grammar which I was not able to understand before, now I am able to understand. There is no happiness by learning a grammar. There is no happiness by solving a math equation. That is all within. This happiness in turn will reflect upon you to drive you, to motivate you to solve all those problems, or whatever, not only problems, even your activity per se, in a successful way. So the message here is very clear, that never ever pursue happiness, and you always feel that happiness is in you, and it is within, and I am happy about it, and I am going to take whatever task that has been assigned, or I take it upon and do my justice to that. That ends the matter. Hope you find this message useful. Thank you for watching this. This is Gokul. See you in the next video. Cheers.